ready.
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, That One Rebel, and it's my talk show, Late Night Rebel, and we have our special guest here, Kylie, coming from the GTA No Pixel streams. What's going on? How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you again, too. If you'd like to sit next to me. Do you have world sounds on?
Absolutely. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Awesome. Then you heard the sound, all that clapping. We have we sold out today, just for you. There's a lot of people in the audience, 1 million people in the audience. Like, look at them. Look at that. 1 million people in the audience. We sold out.
So many people. Wow.
I know. Jeez, holy smokes. 1 million people
cool.
in the arena,
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm honored to be here.
Oh, do you not have a play space move, or I guess it's not important, be like halfway in the chair?
No, I don't.
Oh,
No,
shit.
I'm comfortable in here. It's nice. Being
Okay,
comfy
sure.
better
Well,
than
we'll just
sick.
deal with the fact that you're halfway in a chair, but it's okay. Anyway, so it's a pleasure to meet you again. So you're Kylie. You're from the GTA No Pixel server. You play a copper.
Yes, I play Sergeant Angel on No Pixel.
Oh yeah. So tell me, how'd you get into role playing to begin with on the GTA server? Did you apply? Were you always there around the community, or?
Well, initially, I was just a Twitch viewer that just kind of thought, like, I was actually just really bored at work one day, and I decided that I would go and just browse around Twitch and see what was going on. And I clicked into Grand Theft Auto 5 because it was a pretty popular game at the time, and I saw Katie, who's playing a cop character on GTA 5, and the role play was so immersive, like the way she was playing a cop character and the way she was talking to everyone. It felt like I was watching like a sitcom almost, or a realistic world, and I thought, man, I really want to be a part of that. And so I started playing on public servers and kind of worked my way into getting whitelisted on NoPixel after quite a long time of developing my skills on other servers.
I gotcha. That's awesome. Have you ever had any role playing experience before that? Before GTA? Like, have you ever played any other games, D&D, Gmod, anything like that? Nope.
No, I never really played any role-playing games because I was always super scared of people judging me for being bad at roleplay, and I usually just played like first-person shooter games and stuff like that.
Oh, that's why you just
my first time
metagame.
role-playing.
Just just power game them. You just pull out the shotgun. And you be like, "Shut the fuck up, nerd!" And you just blast them. What are they gonna do? Cry? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Call the cops? You are the cops. See? Easy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, so you started playing, GTA and getting into No Pixel, and obviously you've established yourself, as Sergeant Angel. But I remember watching you and a bunch of other No Pixel streamers when when it started blowing up with Moon and all them. And have you ever dealt? Well, I'm assuming you've dealt with some of the issues and drama where you're the cop and they're the robber, and then they get caught and they're and all their people come to your chat, even though obviously the streamer doesn't tell them to do that. But they're like, release them, you meta gamer, you power gamer, you pull out your assault rifle. What the hell,
Yeah, I dealt with that way too much. way too much.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was pretty bad actually when I first started.
Mhm. I can see it. Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of hate and stuff like that. I think people need to realize that it's just for fun. Like, who cares? It's fictional money. Like, who even cares? Is anyone really upset? Like, oh my god, I have a Lamborghini in GTA. Everyone's gonna. If you say something in real life, they're gonna be like, cringe, dude. Who cares, man?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the times it comes down to viewers not understanding that specific fact that you just described. It's like when you yell at your favorite football team. I mean, I wouldn't know this as much as I've seen other people do it, but they yell at their favorite football teams, and they're like, "Come on, you should have caught the ball, or you should have kicked it, or whatever." And they do that because they're anonymous. They're just yelling their frustrations
Hive
with
mind.
their entertainment. Yeah. But they're not even specifically trying to hurt you directly. They're just upset about what happened. But sometimes they are trying to hurt you
They should have
directly.
got
That's when it
away for the
takes a bit more.
50th time, you know? They should have gotten away 100% of the time. This is bullshit. This game is trash. That literally car transport in front of them. What the hell? But I definitely seen that you guys are a lot more lenient. Like, if something bad happens, let's say like they're driving and then literally a car spawns in front of them, you know, you're like, okay, we'll give you like, you know, a 10-second head start. 'Cause that was bullshit. It's like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of it just comes down to people don't always see the good stuff. They just
yeah.
see like the bad stuff and they get upset about that, you know?
Hmm.
Like cops mess up and they do some dumb decisions every now and then, but people only focus on that. They don't focus on the other 100 times where you did something good, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's stop talking about GTA because let's be real. The superior game is VR chat, obviously. Like, come on, like you're already here. You're sucked in.
Yes.
You're playing this game every day. Like, obviously, you're gonna become the next big VR chat VTuber, V streamer. I'm already seeing it. You know. Do you even know what that even means? Being a VTuber or V streamer?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll explain it to you. So, I think it started with Kazumi AI. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, I was on YouTube like many years ago, like I don't know how long ago it was, 5, 10 years ago. There was basically someone that was using an avatar like us, right? And they did it on a YouTube channel. It was like the first person to ever like do it. Now, I think it was a whole production team that was doing it, like you know, all these people on the computer and stuff, whatever, using mocap suits and stuff like that, which is very expensive. And they were like, this is like the first person to really do and sell themselves on YouTube. It was very popular. Anyway, fast forward like 3 or 4 years to like 2017, 2018, when VR is more accessible and you can move our hands and fingers and be a cute anime girl or a strong independent man. Anyway, point is that you could use this avatar and you can play other games. So you can actually, I can take this avatar and play GTA if I wanted to. I'm not talking about putting into the game. I'm talking about representing it for me. Like if I wanted to have this character in the webcam in the corner, I could do that. That's what VTuber
Right.
is, or V streamer.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of them before, so.
Yeah, the early was like face rig, if you know what that is. Like that's an early stage. That's
Yes.
like so
Yes.
it's so think of it
Yes,
like
yes.
face rig, but you know, for anime. So it's anime's cooler anyway, right?
Yeah, it is way cooler.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a lot of like face rig. I actually know a couple of face rig streamers. I've seen them around. They still exist.
Yeah, there's what's that guy's name? That one Manny, the guy who does like the Doge, the dog. Yeah, he's a face rig streamer.
I don't think I've seen him before.
Okay. Yeah, I think he was one of the first. Well, I don't know if he was the first, but definitely one that blew up from Twitch. He used the Doge, the dog, to represent himself. So yeah, there's definitely people who do that, and I think it's blowing up, especially because there's actually a whole Twitch team for it called VSW, which is Virtual Streamers Worldwide. It's run by my friends in Treya. And basically, you know, if you watch like Project Melody or Silver Veil or Iron Mouse, I don't know if you know any of those people, but pretty much they use like an avatar like me to play games like Dead by Daylight or GTA or whatever they're doing. And obviously a lot of boomers are like, I don't get this. Why is that cartoon talking to me in the corner? Where's their real face? I don't get it. But it's taking over YouTube and Twitch. Not like on a huge scale, but definitely slowly but surely as time goes on because VR is getting cheaper. And anybody could do it now. So I don't know if you would be. I don't know if you'd be interested in that stuff, but yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe I'm pretty comfortable behind being like pretty anonymous. You know, I usually don't stream with any camera or anything like that because
I get that.
it's a lot easier. So
Yeah, you know, I could look like a hobo right now. I could be in my boxers right now, and nobody would even know.
it's true.
Exactly.
It's very true.
That's the one thing I was talking about. I was talking to Mecha Bear, and then like I was explaining like how like in VR chat, you know, you don't have to put makeup on or anything. You just look 10 out of 10 every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a nice
That's
feeling.
a very good point. You can
Yeah.
just roll out of bed. You could be butt naked if you want. You look still
Hey,
completely
amen.
perfect.
Hey, that's the way I live VR. What do you mean? You know, I'm ready to go. Anyway, so you started playing VR chat. Obviously, you're here now. Did you get? Where'd you get inspired from? Was it from Seer, or did you just get it from other people and be like, hey, let's try this game, try what's going on?
Well, I ordered an index like a month ago, and I was just gonna play like normal games with like Beat Saber and stuff.
Yep.
And then I saw Kyle. He started playing
Yep.
VR chat, and I was like, that looks awesome. I saw it. I basically was watching him. He went to the gator, and he was like hanging out with Walter, and I
Yeah.
was like, wow, Walter just looks like he emanates like such awesome energy. He seems like the coolest person ever. Like if that's what this whole world is, I want to be around these kind of people. And so I canceled my index order. I got it on eBay, and then I logged in just so I could be around everyone because I thought everyone was like the coolest people ever. So
Okay. Yeah. That's yeah. I would say like I, I think it was the same for me, but I started 2.5 years ago, way back in the day. But it was a similar feeling, like watching
Mhm.
streamers and they were like moving their hands. I was like, what the fuck? Because like I knew about
Yeah.
VR, but I didn't like understand that you could do it like in a social game like VR chat. And I was just like, what the hell?
Mhm.
Like people, like some people are punching each other, and like I was just like, what in the hell is this game? And I got hooked 2.5 years ago. I'm like 4,000,
Mhm.
almost 400 hours in now. So two and a half
Mhm.
years. So I'm a
That's
boomer.
pretty impressive. That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Yeah, but some people got like 10,000. Or they sleep in this game. I don't know if you've done that yet.
Um, I don't know if I could sleep. I don't know if I could sleep in this game. Like the headset gets pretty hot and uncomfortable after a little
True.
while.
True. But you can tell that to Mecha Bear because she did actually fall asleep in this game.
She does, and I don't know how she does it.
Yeah. When you
I've
get
heard the
drunk,
stories.
you know it happens.
That's true. It does happen. I know a few people that sleep in their headsets.
Yeah. But anyway, so you started playing, so you got interested into it, and because of
Hmm.
Kyle and your friends, and that's really awesome.
Hmm.
Because I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see like newer streamers because for the longest time, VR chat's always gotten a bad rap on Twitch or on YouTube, where when the word VR chat comes up, everybody just assumes it's kind of like Second Life. They're always like, "No, that's that weird game where people do the weird things, and there's people that play as lollies and they try and like European role play. Like, what's going on in this game, dude?" So a lot of people think it's weird and cringe or whatever, but I
Yes.
would say it depends on what you're doing. If you're going like the Golden Gator or going to those horror maps or Callous Row, that's where the fun is, at least for me. So it really depends on who you
Hmm.
are and what you want to do.
Yeah, I'd agree 100%.
Awesome. So, obviously you've been shown Callous Row. So what do you think? Are you interested in
Hmm.
actually signing up for that? It's like in 3 months, I think.
Yes, I was kind of blown away when I saw the world. I thought it looked so cool. Like one of the big things with GTRP is like you're kind of constricted to the emotes that you can do.
Yeah.
But, in VR chat, you have full range of your body if you have, capability for that. You can do all the emotes that you want to, the way you want to express your character, the way you want to move around. Like it just
Mm-hmm.
seems like it opens up so much more of a possibility for from a role play perspective to do some really awesome things. So Callus Row is like it looks really, really cool. And I definitely want to do that because it looks so awesome.
Yeah. Like you said, like for Callous Row or for role playing in VR chat in general, the limitation is yourself. Like if you could do,
Hmm.
like I've seen people do backflips and shit. Like they could do it because they can do it in real life. I can't do shit because I'm just I suck.
Right.
But so yeah, like I've seen people do backflips. I've seen people do like I don't know weird like somersaults and shit. I'm just like what in the hell? Like people doing full on dancing, whatever. Like it's crazy. And also the avatars, right? You can add and make anything in the game. Anything that
Hmm.
you can think of can be added into VR chat. This whole world, by the way, is made from scratch, and I commissioned this. The same with my avatar. So you can do anything. Put your
Hmm.
mind to it. You can do it.
Yeah, this place is awesome. It looks so
Thanks.
cool.
I appreciate that. And for
It's a
Callus
very nice
Row,
studio.
yeah, thank you. For Callus Row, it was made by Arcadum, or well, he came up with the idea of it. He's someone who's actually
Hmm.
been doing like D&D for like 18 years or something like that. He's really into it, and it was just his
Hmm.
birthday past Friday. He turned 31. Happy belated birthday to Arcadum. Anyway,
Happy
so
birthday.
basically he started Callus Row just over a year ago, and it sounded like he sounded like a crazy man. Going like all the shit on the wall. He's just like Callus Row. I'm just like, what are you even talking about, dude? But when I saw the map for the first time, and it slowly started to flesh out. The map has actually changed a lot since you seen it. Like, well, when you saw the end of the Callus Row, The map was actually a lot
Right.
simpler back then, and it didn't have as many stores. It didn't have like the crumbled all the rocks and shit in the subway blocking stuff because there was a bomb that went off. So the map has actually
Mm-hmm.
changed over time because of RP events and stuff like that have transpired. And I'd just like to say, Kalos Row is going to be the biggest and largest VR roleplay, I would like to say, and most ambitious. Season 2 is, I don't know if he explained it to you. I don't know if he actually met Arcadum or not. I'm not too sure.
I haven't met him, no.
Okay. I think, well, I don't know how busy it is, but he can explain it way better than I could. But pretty much the idea for season
Mm-hmm.
2 is we're going to have a website that's going to be integrated into the map. This has never really been done before, at least in VR chat standards. And pretty much the idea
Mm-hmm.
is that we're gonna have a map where, like, imagine like a city map, like GTA or something, like the world map, right? But it's Kalos Row, and it shows every single player like as a dot with their name. And I can click that dot. I can click you on the map, and it goes to your stream. So I can see in real
Mm-hmm.
time you're moving around the map, like, oh, this is where Kylie is. Oh, she's with Ryder, which is my character Rebel. You'd be like, okay, click here,
Right.
boom, and it shows, my stream or your stream, and you can just click around the map.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
What
Sounds like a
else?
really cool
Yeah,
feature.
and then there's one other thing. It's going to have 120 players for the roleplay, which is massive because technically in VR chat you're only supposed to have like 30 to 40 people, but we're splitting against 4 different maps. So basically, the roleplay is
Mm-hmm.
split into 4 different maps. We're going to have the Kalos Row, which is the main like topside city part you saw. Then it's going to have a separate map
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be the Undercity, which is where like the magic people live. And then we're going to have the Wasteland, which is outside the city, which is kind of like Fallout or Borderlands looking, like raiders and shit. And then there's going to be the Above City, which is going to be where the corporations live and stuff, where all the rich people are. So we're going to have 30 people per
Mm-hmm.
map. And then they can, go in between the worlds or sections of the map, if that makes sense. We're going to also have working
That does.
vehicles. So we can drive cars and stuff, all that stuff. Very cool.
That sounds so cool. That sounds amazing.
So do you have any ideas for what your character is going to be like at all?
See, that's the hard part is coming up with characters. I'm not the most creative person, so I've got a couple of ideas rattling around in my brain, but nothing too concrete yet. I've thought about taking some of the characteristics from my GTRP characters and making them into some other ones, like maybe like a black market organ dealer or something like that,
Oh,
but
shit.
it's still like ideas that are just rattling around in my brain. Nothing too concrete.
Yeah. So I was just reading chat. Yeah, like just making your own character. What I've heard from Seer and a couple other people who are interested also in Kalos Row, I think it might be, well, it's up to you right at the end of the day. But a lot of them want to build characters that are completely like not related to GTA. Don't want to play the same character. I personally
Mm-hmm.
recommend that because then you can, differentiate between the two. Now, if you want to like evolve upon a character and have like a like black market dealer, that sounds cool. Honestly, that's never been in Kalos
Mm-hmm.
Row, so there's definitely some unique ideas. Definitely play around with it, and a lot of people in that Discord, if you're in it, I think you are. They're there to
Yeah, I
help
am.
you. They can, build the avatars for you if you, commission them or pay them. And Arcadum can also talk to you one on one and give you like more backstory and stuff like that, and build the world for you. So we can build a store for you, like a hidden
Mm-hmm.
like part of the map. Like we'll just build it for you. Also, you have to think of strengths and weaknesses as well. So I think when I was talking to Seer and Sir Lee and stuff, they were talking about how like in GTA No Pixel, everybody has strengths, but nobody really has a weakness. Like there's no like
Mm-hmm.
negatives.
It's
While in
very true.
Kalos Row, we have weaknesses. We all have flaws. Like we have one major positive good trait, and we have two minors, and then we have one
Mm-hmm.
negative trait, and then two minors. So, for example, my character, which I might change for season 2, but her greatest weakness was actually magic, and like 50% of our peers were magic. So I'm allergic to magic. So like if they touch me or did anything to
Mm-hmm.
me, I'll just get really, really sick, and then I would just die. So, and it's permadeath on. So I lived for the entire season 1 by just avoiding a lot of magic people and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. And I just couldn't involve myself in magic. I just be like, fuck that. Like, see you later.
was very impressive, actually.
Yeah. You can. Some people made their greatest weakness like being a drug addict or alcoholic or being a pacifist. Where like, there's a lot of violence. People die. A lot of like fights with the corpse. Imagine being a pacifist where you're just like, oh no, I can't do anything. Don't shoot me. Like, like don't hurt me. Like for the entire role play, you're basically screwed. Can't help your
Yeah,
friend.
that'd be pretty difficult to do. I would find that very hard. I'm not a very passive person, so
Yeah, you're a
I'd find that
cop.
very difficult to
Meg dump.
roleplay a character that is passive.
Meg dump some corpse.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm pretty good at doing is mag
Okay.
dumping people.
Oh shit, you're gonna Meg dump some people in Kalos Row. You're gonna glide, fuck them up.
I'd hate to be like, oh my God, there goes that no pixel person. All I know how to do is blah blah blah. So I probably would not want to play an aggressive character to avoid that whole image.
There's been deaths in Kalos Row. I think like 6 to 8 people have died in Kalos Row, but a lot of them died when it made sense. It's not like you're just gonna pull out a gun randomly, like bang, 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 like GTA style or some shit. Like that's not how this works. Like we're not saying it's scripted, but at least if you want to murder somebody, at least have a reason to do it, and at least like make it interesting. Don't just like, okay, I'm a murderer, bang, 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 and just start going on a killing spree. That's not how it works. Make it
I
interesting.
don't like the way you talked to me,
Yeah.
punk. So now
Yeah.
you're gonna die.
Like for example, someone was trying to kill me, so I tried to counter, kill them or plot to a conspiracy, and I didn't just pull out a gun and shoot them. I talked to a bunch of synthetics. We have a bunch of robots, and I wanted to gang up with the robots, then gang up on this person. So it'd be like 6v1, and then we're just gonna, fuck them up. But never happened. Yeah.
Well, it's a shame that never happened. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, this person was, they hated synth, they hated robots. They're like borderline, basically, racist to robots, basically. So we kind of want to teach them a lesson, I'm a mechanic,
Yeah, exactly.
so, I'm the robot's friends, But yeah, it really depends. I welcome a lot of you guys from No Pixel because I do feel that in Kalos Row Season 1, a lot of people played, like, the goody two-shoes, they're just kind of like, oh no, we'll gang up against the corpse, because the corporations were just, like, they would have raids where we have, like, 20 extras that would show up, and they're all played by people. We don't have any NPCs, by the way. Everybody is a player. Every single person that you see is a player, and or some of them stream, some of them don't, but, So we don't have any, like, NPCs walking around and stuff like that. Everybody, all the robots, everything. So we would have these corporate
That's pretty
raids.
neat.
And basically it's always like the row, like the slummers, what we call ourselves, versus the corpse, because the corpse are like, just generic goons that we would just kill. And there was never really any, slummer versus slummer type of stuff going on. It's just usually words. I like to, at least in Season 2, see a lot more conflict. So I'm hoping that a lot of you guys from No Pixel create that sort of conflict between the slummers, because I feel like there's just not enough, like, fighting. Not enough necessary
not
murder.
Enough aggression.
Yeah, not enough like conflict, I would say, between the slummers. Like I tried to make my own gang called like the Mechanics or the Engineers League, where we were a bunch of like metalheads and we were gonna steal technology and shit. Never happened, but maybe Season 2. And then I have conflict with other gangs.
Maybe. That sounds great. Conflict is pretty easy to generate, honestly. Like you just got to be a total jerk, and then all of a sudden it just comes to you.
Yeah, of course. Just have a motive. Just be like, I love technology. You have that nice car, and I want it. And then this starts from there,
Yes.
With a
Please
gun.
give me the GPS from your car, thank you.
Yeah. Give me that tuner chip,
Yeah, give me your tuner chip, bitch. I'm gonna go sell it.
But anyway, do you have any questions about VR chat? Anything you want to know? This is also an opportunity, not just an interview, but also to learn anything, because I've been playing for a long time.
Honestly, there's nothing like. A lot of my questions usually come up as like I see them. I don't really have any questions on the top of my mind because it's all pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to take in. It's usually only when things pop up, like
All right.
like mutes. I didn't really understand them, for example, but
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of figured them out over time.
Yeah, there's like there's a lot of different types of people in VR chat. I know it seems like weird because like obviously this only really happens in like VR chat, maybe some other like sub games, but there are people that choose not to talk, and they communicate by ASL, which is American Sign Language, or they use a pen, or they just don't like, or they just,
Hmm.
use body language essentially. So
Yeah, I think that's so cool that it's possible to use ASL and VR chat. I think it's so neat.
yeah. There's also a word to like learn how to do it as well. I don't really know how to do ASL. I never really dove into it, but
Hmm.
there are ways to communicate usually. Just like I don't know, you pick up on body language. Like yeah, I think most people can read like be like, oh, this person's being like fuck you or what, like oh they're
Hmm.
mad at
Yeah,
me. It's you can kind of tell after a while. I've actually even interviewed mutes, so I guess I'm the mute whisperer kind of.
that's very. How did that work out? How did you interview a mute?
So traditionally, how it works, at least in the best setting, is I prepare questions in advance. So I give them like 20 questions on Discord, like days in advance before the
Hmm.
interview happens, and then they give me the answers to those questions, and I read the questions and the answers. So I speak for them is the way it does it. But also
Hmm.
they can type in my Twitch chat is also another way as well.
Oh, okay, that's pretty smart.
And I just read my hand, like what's up. Yeah, there's some mutes in here, Crazy Mango and stuff. Link. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting people. Have you thought about getting your own mute?
Hmm. See, that's one thing that I don't know about because like I'm a very anxious person, so like having like to communicate to someone that can't talk back to me would be kind of make me very nervous because I rely on like mirroring people and the way they talk to me to kind of
Mm-hmm.
understand like what's going on. So if you know if I'm speaking with a mute and they like write things out,
Mm-hmm.
like it's not an issue to communicate with them. It's just I'd be very, very anxious doing it. I don't know. I've considered it, but it's not like high up on my list of things that I'm
Priority, yeah,
looking to
yeah.
do, you know?
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's not a big priority. It'd be cool, it'd be really neat, but I don't know if I'd be the best person for that, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So,
No, you don't have to worry about it. It's just it's an optional thing. It's funny because it's only really started in like the Golden Gator community. Like to have a mute. A lot of people don't. It's just
mhm.
it's a meme or like a thing just for the Golden Gator. It's not really like something that everybody in VRChat has.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But so you've seen some stuff. You've seen like the amusement parks and like the EDM worlds. What do you think about that? Like now in VR and be like, holy shit, like that's crazy being an amusement park and being on all these rides and stuff.
The amusement parks are really cool. It's kind of impressive how much work they put into making the worlds like feel complete. I get a little bit motion sick doing them, so I prefer to like go to like the EDM worlds. Those are like
Mm-hmm.
my big thing. I love that kind of music and like having it visualized in front of me in like a 3D space that's all around.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like an otherworldly experience. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things. I love those worlds to death. They're great.
yeah. They're awesome. A lot of time and effort has gone into each of those worlds, and
Hmm.
so how did it feel getting into VR for the first time? Like putting on the headset and then like looking down and be like, holy shit, what the hell? I'm an anime person. What's going on? Like, how did that feel for the first time?
I was very, I was very self-conscious is the word, right?
Really?
Like, part of me was like, wow, this is so cool. You know, I have like, you know, fingers and I can move them around and this is my hand and look at it go. And then
Mm-hmm.
the other part of me, there'd be like a tiny part in the back of my mind, like, yeah, but you probably look like an idiot. You got a bunch of plastic strapped to your head and you're dancing around in a room with wires all over the place. But whatever. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. It's such like the coolest experience ever. I think more people need to do it, honestly.
Yeah, I recommend it to anybody out there watching right now. Get VR, try VR chat, and it's an amazing experience, especially the EDM worlds, the amusement parks, horror maps, stuff like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, so when you like how like obviously you don't have your own really like model or avatar yet, but you at least use this one to represent yourself. Is this how you want to represent yourself, or do you want to get your own avatar eventually?
I mean, it's not the ideal one. I just really like it because there's some aspects of it that I enjoy, like the white hair. I really like the white hair. But the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing is like, it's got like a little on the back of the hat. It says, "Hi, I'm antisocial," and you know, I
Oh
think that's
shit.
perfect because I'm a very antisocial person, and even if you don't see it, like I know it's there, and I don't know, I feel like this model fits me until I can get something that's more personal.
Okay, yeah.
But even if I did get like a custom one, I'd probably still have a hat that says "Hi, I'm antisocial."
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
Anyway.
Stop you fucking lying.
Sorry, I got a notification. It was funny. Anyway, sorry, my chat likes to troll sometimes. Anyway, so as you're saying about your avatar and stuff like that, getting a custom one, and sorry, I like totally derailed me the fucking alert. Sorry.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You don't understand unless you watched it back.
Well, I guess we'll have to go do that then.
Yeah. Don't clip it. Don't show her, guys. Come on.
Well, now I'm gonna get it sent to me in my DMs.
Oh my god, no. So, I've noticed something, that I want to bring up to you. A lot of people have noticed
Sure.
this, that like you seem a lot more happier playing VR chat than GTA. Would you say like you seem a lot more energetic and a lot of people are noticing that you're happy. Would you say
Well-
that's true?
Who's noticing that? Who's telling you that?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you my sources. I'm a
Who are
journalist.
your sources?
Listen, I can't tell you my
Alright, okay,
sources.
whatever. I mean, it's something new. Like I've been playing roleplay for so long, and when you roleplay, like there's a lot of, as a cop specifically, there's a lot of like thought that goes into, all right, how do I handle this scene? And am I going over my bounds? And is this streamer gonna like what I'm doing out of character? Because you have to change your character to fit their characters a lot of the times. So there's a lot of like mental calculations that need to be done, and
Yeah.
while I don't mind doing it, I still enjoy like the role play. It can be very tiring to do when you're not like the best at making those calculations quick and on the fly. So a lot of the times when I play role play, I kind of feel like a burden. Like I'm more so just there like filling in a spot, and everyone else around me tolerates me. But when I play VR chat, I feel like people are actually like they want me to be here, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
I don't
because
know. I feel more welcome in VR
yeah,
chat.
yeah, I get what you're saying. Because like when you role play in like GTA and stuff like that, you play a cop. So people are like, "Fuck cops! I ain't talking to you. I ain't going to role play if you fuck that. Like whatever. I'll be a snitch or whatever." Or I don't want to give like. But when you play when you play VR chat, everyone's on the same page. Like there's no reason to exclude people. We're very inclusive in VR chat. We always want to hang out and talk to each other. There's no like, hate really towards other people. At least in this part, So, yeah, it's important. We're all hanging out, having a good time. That's what's important. We're all hanging out. Love what we're doing, and I'm happy that you're. Sorry, I just started lagging. I just noticed the lag spike. Yeah, we're in a huge family. Yeah, exactly.
Will you like cut out there? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, sorry. I know I lagged for a second.
Oh,
Am I fucked up?
yeah. I think your mic might have changed or something.
Did that work?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, yeah. Remind me if that happens. Sometimes my computer likes to fuck with the mic and like switch it randomly. I apologize. I said like
Sure.
we're kind of like a huge family and we welcome you. Is what I said.
Yeah. Well, I've honestly never felt so welcomed in like any community ever. So that's part of the reason I'm like so addicted to it, is because even if like I show up at the Golden Gator, for example, and I'm just kind of mulling around, like someone will say something to me, and I appreciate that a lot. So.
Yeah. Well, keep showing up, and more exciting adventures will happen. Is there anything that you would like to see in VR chat that you haven't experienced yet? Like anything like, damn, I really wish this was a thing, or I want to experience this.
No, because I don't have a very good imagination when it comes to like crazy experiences. So there's probably a lot of crazy things out there that probably do exist that I haven't seen, that I just can't imagine because I'm not that good at imagining things. So I want to see everything that VR chat has to offer, but I'm not good enough to imagine what it might be. So
There's lots of different things. I don't know if I think you've done one horror map. There's a horror map that's literally like 10 hours long. I'm not joking when I say that.
that sounds horrifying. That sounds
Yeah,
absolutely
it has a
terrifying.
story. It has a whole storyline with it. You know, you gotta get invested. You know.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting worlds. Like I think you did murder. That's like probably one of the more popular game modes. There's like freeze tag. There's zombie tag. I don't know. There's various shooting games, FPS things, racing cars. I don't know. There's just so much things that like my brain, like I've practically done almost everything, so it's kind of hard for me to like to do all this stuff. There's Beat Saber in VR chat.
Right.
Like, what?
I had no idea. That's like a
It's-
game within a game.
Yeah,
That's
it's kind of like the free version of it. It's kind of like the downgrade version of it. I don't know if you can even play Beat Saber anymore. Isn't like the DMCA like up everyone's ass? So I don't know if you could even do that.
I mean, you still can. What's kind of funny, now that you mention that, my DMCA free playlist is a lot of Beat Saber songs, right? So like,
Oh,
whenever
okay.
I go play Beat Saber, I'll be like, hey, that's on my Pursuit playlist, or hey, that song is from my racing playlist. So a lot of the songs, like the default Beat Saber songs, you'd probably be good. And then if you went and did like custom ones, there's like a huge list of songs you'd probably be good to play too. So you would just have
Yeah.
to take more time like researching, but you could still play it. You can still do
Okay.
it.
Have you partaken into any of the drinking, as the kids would say, the ting ting ting, or the, you know, before you guys came around, it's called shots, but I guess you know that word changed now.
Yeah, the very first night, I was like petrified and I was super, super, super scared to even like say
Yeah.
hi to anyone or like load into the world. So I did a few shots before I loaded in, and then after that,
Really?
yeah, I relied on it for the
Liquor-
first few
liquid
nights to like give me
courage.
comfortable. Yes, liquid courage, liquid courage. After like the fourth night, I'd say, yeah, the fourth night, I felt a little bit more comfortable and I didn't need to drink anymore to get involved. But yeah, the first few nights, I was definitely drinking.
Oh shit! You know that when you get drunk in VR, you don't really feel it until you take off the headset. It's like reverse beer
Yes.
goggles. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually kind of true. Like I was pretty impressed by that feeling the first time I took my headset off. It was really
You're just like,
crazy.
whoa, what the fuck? What's going
Yeah, I'm
on?
like, oh my
And then you end up
God,
like
whoa.
Mecha Bear, just falling asleep. You know.
Well, luckily I haven't had to deal with that quite yet.
Yeah, true. Hopefully not. You know, otherwise you're gonna be clipped to oblivion, and every time that you know you do your thing, people are gonna remind you. You know.
Yeah, the sleeping girl. She's never gonna live that down. Sorry, Mecca. It's true.
Tim Mack says, I feel that 100% social anxiety is a real thing. Yeah, I for me, when I played VR chat long enough, so I guess I've sort of overcome that, but I never really had social anxiety, at least in VR, maybe in real life a little bit. Voice crack. But I think a lot of people who start VR, like they might be like a popular person, but like when they get into VR, I remember, do you know who Hassan is? Hassan Anabi, the political streamer on Twitch. If you don't, it's okay.
I've heard the name. I've never watched. their
Anyway,
stream, but I've
he's
heard the
like
name.
a real Chad. Anyway, when he played VR chat, he felt like the opposite. He felt like he was like the loser and everyone else was the cool kid, because he went into like he went into VR where like, you know, he's not the cool guy. People can't see who he is in real life. They can't see the Chad in him. So he just, you know, he felt very awkward. Like he has social anxiety in VR, but in real life he doesn't. It's like the opposite. So
It's like a whole kind of like new like world to get accustomed to, like social customs and stuff. So
yeah, I
Probably
can.
why.
Yeah, like I can understand it, because obviously from your point of view, you're jumping into VR chat. You don't know anybody, and when you probably go to the Golden Gate or any lobby where you don't have like no pixel friends there, right? You're probably just like, I don't know any of these people. There's some people that don't even talk, and all these people are mingling and having inside jokes and memes and all this stuff, and you're probably just like, I don't even know what's going on. How do I even talk to these people? Like, what if I say the wrong thing? Like, what if I
Yeah.
do something wrong, you know?
yeah, exactly. That's 100% right.
Yeah. I'm smart. I notice things. It's almost like I've done interviews a long time.
It's almost like that. Almost like that. You got big brains.
Yeah, I got a 5 head, you know. I'm the Dr. Phil of VR chat, you know, with no degree. When you're streaming it, you feel pressure to have conversations all the time. That's what Tim Max said. Yeah, I agree on his point there. We'll start taking questions, by the way, very soon from the chat. But I do agree with him. Like when you're streaming VR chat, you feel like you have to entertain your audience. You can't just like be a sack of potatoes in the corner. You have to talk to people. You have to engage, either improv, role play, or mingle or something, right?
Yeah, it's very true. Like you can't just sit there in your car doing nothing while people wait for you to say something. You got to be talking all the time, and it's very difficult.
Yeah, I get you. We'll start taking questions in the chat, by the way, if anybody has any questions for Kylie and I. It's actually interesting is that my real name is actually Kyle. Kyle, just like your friend.
Interesting.
Yeah. But your name's Kylie, so.
I've met a lot of Kyles on the internet, but I've never met another Kylie. I've met all sorts of other girls, but no one else named Kylie.
You're one of a
kind.
kind.
And then I found out because it's a stripper name, and only strippers are named Kylie.
That's
so...
okay. You'll fit into your chat. Listen, you got a full body, and you get the pool in your room, and you just start going woohoo. I'm just saying, it's a thing in VR chat. It's for exercise, Sport beam.
Yeah, I mean, it's an exercise experience. That's all.
Listen, I'm not joking. You get strong ass legs. Like if you want to have like the thick thighs that can kill a man, just saying, pole dancing is where it's at, gamers. Now she's thinking.
Need to keep that in mind then.
I mean, we had some dancers for Cowles Row, so there you go.
That's something to consider, maybe.
Yeah. Exactly. Is this true? Iron and Kylie ERP SJ in Call of Duty?
I mean, it wasn't ERP. Like, we were just, like, playing Call of Duty, and there was, like, we were shooting stuff, and, we were... Because we were role-playing, right? So, like, Iron was role-playing a soldier, and I was role-playing a soldier. And, like, what happens when you're in war, right? Like,
kill the
things
enemy.
happen when you're in war. Yeah, you kill the enemy, but, sometimes... Other stuff happens, too,
You couldn't stay away, huh?
Like,
Keep coming back for more, I see.
Hey,
you kill them and you loot their body together, Like,
streamer should take Kylie.
Butt stuff, yeah.
Nuclear. To the
I think listen, we all played Call of Duty and Halo back in the day. We all teabagged, when you'd kill the enemy. Now you can do that in VR chat.
Yay, my favorite.
Yeah, of course. You got to assert your dominance, especially when you beat them in beer pong,
Absolutely.
Ever play beer pong in VR chat? There's a lot of like party games in VR chat.
I tried to play it one time, and then everyone got distracted, and then they started cheating, where they would just pick up the ball and they would drop it in my cup over and over again.
Wow.
And then they said that I lost.
Yeah, I lose every time in this game,
frustrating.
honestly. Whenever I see a hot anime girl, I just lose. 0% win rate.
That's very impressive. 100% lose rate. That's very impressive.
Yeah. 0% win rate. Yeah. I lose every time. Yep. Anyway, we'll start taking some questions. What happens when you're in a war? Soldiers end up becoming more than friends? Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. There's bonds.
I mean, they do.
Brothers from another mother.
Brokeback Mountain. I'm pretty sure that's what happens in that movie. I've never seen it, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it's a war movie, but sometimes when
when
one cowboy meets another, you're on the ranch there, and you hey, you dropped your last show there, partner. I need to pick that up real quick, bend it over real quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happens next, but I don't know. Something happens. But hell yeah, bro, that's right. It's actually funny because I played a dude in VR chat for a year and a half, and I literally sound like that every day for 10 hours. I was role playing. That's how good I was.
That sounds very difficult to do.
Really?
I can barely be me for 8 hours. I don't know if I could be someone else for 10.
I'm not even American. I'm Canadian. I pretended I was American. It's pretty easy to pretend to be something you're not, I think.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Yeah. I'm secretly Canadian, tell you what, brother. Mm-hmm. You want to come on down to my ranch? I'll show you
No,
around.
I'm good.
Okay.
No, I mean, you can keep your ranch to yourself.
Okay. All right. I need to replay Red Dead at this rate. Yeah, there's like Red Dead RP. My friend plays it. I think it's like
Yeah.
like scuffed. I don't know if it has like the 5M or any of the clients in it yet or anything.
No, it does. It's got red. I got whitelisted on the server, but you know the same social anxiety I get on VR chat I get for Red Dead roleplay, and I keep having people from the server come and invite me to play, and like I want to do it, but it's just like I have a lot of anxiety about
Can
it.
you
know?
can you
Like,
can you
what can I say?
can you do a country girl accent?
I mean, I can try, but it's not very good.
All right. Try.
Yeah.
I'll do my lolly
okay.
voice. It's cringe.
Okay, all right. Hey there, partner. Why don't you come down to the saloon and I'll get you a drink?
All right, here's my cringe lolly voice. Yo, Brian,
All right,
thanks for
let's
the
hear it.
7 months sub. Meow. Yeah. There you go. There's my cringe voice. There you go.
That was so good.
Yeah, I'm so good, you know.
Right, XD.
Rawr, XD. You know, yeah. I'm the next big thing, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the next big thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Any more questions? If you have any questions for me, like I said, you can ask them anytime. But if anybody's in the chat has any questions for Kylie and I, then more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, I don't really have any questions that I can think of right now.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I did that without gifting a sub. Yeah, it's true. I ain't supposed to do that for subs, you know, because it's cringy, you know. I'm just scrolling up here in the chat, see if there's anything. When will Kylie go to another date with someone else to expand or expand her horizon? Let's just say that.
What am I supposed to go on dates with multiple people? Is that how that works?
Oh, you can start harems, but you know it's a dark road in VR chat.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna go on any more dates because like I get really nervous when I do them, and it's easier
Oh,
just to
shit.
not do that. So you know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the excuse I'm gonna go with. It's easier to not do that.
Kylie and Vincent X.
No.
Damn, I can't
No.
believe you denied my good friend Vincent. Fuck. He's gonna
Like,
cry himself to
Vincent's
sleep.
great, but I'm just not into lizard people. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's not a lizard person. He's a dinosaur.
Yes, he is. He's
He's
the
Mecha
difference?
Godzilla.
They're
He's
the
a
same
mech.
thing.
He's a Mecha Godzilla. He'll destroy the
Yeah,
city.
but he's like this tall. He's
Listen,
like
he'll
tall,
grow
so
up.
tiny.
He'll grow up, and he'll overpower us all. He'll literally even murder like Curry Games. Like I could see it happening. You know, he'll just become too powerful. You know.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. That's a pretty high power level you're dealing with right there.
If Walter asks you on a date, would you say no? What kind of question is that? I don't even know how to answer that. Would you say no?
Would I say no? I mean, I'm specifically answering the question of would I say no. So, no?
Wow. Hey,
Does that make sense?
I thought Walter and Murder Crump are together, so that's kind of, you know, interesting. Why is she called the Angel of Death? So we'll move on to the next question. I don't even want to... Why are you called the Angel of Death?
The Angel of Death.
Yeah.
Well, initially it was used as like a way to hate on my character because like I would shoot everyone all the time because that's the character. Okay, so the character's backstory is she's basically a serial killer that was instilled with bloodlust as a child, and so she joined the police department to kill people legally, right? That's the whole character's like idea. And a lot of people didn't know that, and they just thought that she just liked shooting people because she liked shooting people. And so the nickname like the Angel of Death kind of caught on because people were using it as like a way to like hate on the character because, you know, it's a role play server where you're trying to kill people kind of a thing. But that's why she got the nickname. And then it kind of evolves into like a cool thing. Because like, her last name is Angel. And she kills people. And so she's like the angel of death, So I owned it, I rocked it, and now it's my thing. And I have really cool. Oh, I was thinking about maybe getting like an Angel of Death VR chat model or something, because that'd be pretty sick.
Oh shit, you could actually do that, yeah. You could have
I've got
animations and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got like the artwork to like show as a reference and everything. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know.
Let me see. Let me pull this up. Holy shit. Oh my god. Woo!
Wait, did chat show you the art?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right?
That's spicy.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good model.
Yeah, that fits in VR chat. That totally works.
I think so. Probably a little bit more clothes on it.
What? Oh, you can. That's totally fine. What do you mean? It's a video game. You can be whatever you want. If anything, that's the normal. Like that's fine. Like I would say anything less would be like questionable, but
But I might feel uncomfortable.
I gotcha. Listen, you can always have an option where like I think Mecha Bear has it where she wears like a sweater, but then like you press an emote and then like the sweater comes off. You could always do that. You know.
That's what I would love to do. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. You can have like Here, I'll make a design for you. You can have like the robe, like the Grim Reaper's robe, and then like you turn it off, and it's just fucking like swimsuit mode, just chilling,
That's so cool. That's a great idea.
There you go. I saved the gamers.
That'd be so cool.
There you go. Yeah, we all lost when we saw that.
It's not that crazy of art, right?
What do you mean?
It's pretty good, though.
Hold on, let me just examine it real quick again in my mind. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
good. Yeah,
good.
it's real good. Yeah. It's totally doable. Yeah, I can see that happening in VR chat.
Yeah.
Woo.
I just need to find an artist for that.
You mean like a modeler? Yeah. There's a lot. The awkward moment or time is that like a lot of you guys came in when a lot of the modelers are all busy, so that sucks. Unless you're down to like
it does suck.
For hundreds of dollars, spend a lot more money than you probably should, but it's kind of like your index, you can do it if you really wanted to.
It's a business expense.
Yeah. Yeah, tax write-off, Hey, I'm in accounting. I know what a business expense is, just minus that out of your taxes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So why do you have this succubus-looking girl, this giant Grimmer-looking thing going on? Business expense. So what do you do for streaming again? I'm the Angel of Death, bitch. What are you talking about? Don't even explain.
Yeah, I can't even explain this to you. God.
Who is the funniest person you've met in VR chat, Kylie?
The funniest person. I don't know, because I actually don't remember their name. But like the funniest like character I ever interacted with was probably on the roleplay night, like a few nights back, a week ago, I think.
Okay.
It was this little blue bird that was a meth dealer. I thought he was like the most hilarious character I've ever interacted with. I thought it was so hilarious. That was probably the funniest character I've ever interacted with.
Okay. So people were saying you should use the Angel of Death for Callus Row. You should run around and just...
I don't know if it would fit in there, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of cyberpunky looking, unless he made it cyberpunk looking.
Like a robot arm or something cool.
Oh, yeah. Ask her about the body pillow. You have a body pillow? What's up with that?
So it's not really like my body pillow, but like,
I'm examining
a fan
it.
of the stream commissioned a body pillow for my Trooper Angel character.
Oh, yeah.
And then they printed it out, and then they shipped it to me, and then I thought it was really cool, so I bought the pillow, and then I stuffed it in there, and now I have an angel body pillow. It's great.
Yeah, I'm just examining right now. It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Seems
it's very
like
good
those buttons are on. They need to be closed up. I wish I could show these things on
Mm-hmm.
stream, but I ain't risking it. Just saying. Anyone who wants to click that link, it's pretty nice. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. You can actually have that in VR chat.
What the
Body
body
pillow.
pillow?
Yeah, you can pull it out. You just like, yo, what's up?
The Angel of Death character with an Angel of Death body pillow.
Yeah,
It's so
there you
good.
go. Yeah, see?
Just whip it out. It's like, this is my body pillow. She
Yeah.
stays with me
Yeah,
in
you
my
want to
bed.
buy one? Yeah.
Yeah, you want to buy my merch?
Of course. Why is that more risky than what VR chat already has? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to get partner here, so I'm not trying to like risk my channel. I'm just saying. We need a rebel
That's a
body
smart
pillow.
move.
Yeah, Once you get the check mark, I could be a little more. I wouldn't even show you, even if it was partner. I don't think I would. Keep that in my mind.
I've shown it on stream.
Oh,
I
well.
have.
All right.
I've shown both of them on stream actually.
Oh,
because
okay.
and I haven't had any problems with it, so
I get you.
I guess it's fine. I guess I
don't
don't know.
It's just that my good friend Rob got in trouble, so
Of course, yeah.
trying
of
to
course.
stay good.
Be on your best behavior.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a good boy. I'm a wholesome streamer. I don't know what any of that stuff
That's
is.
very good.
We need a rebel body pillow. Maybe.
Well, why are you looking at me?
I don't know. For your confirmation?
I mean, a rebel body pillow would be pretty cool, but
I have
I'm not a
multiple.
body pillow maker,
I have multiple outfits. I got like 6 outfits.
So. Yeah, I've seen some of them. This is your more professional one.
Yeah, I'm the most conservative one. Every other one is a little more different.
Yeah, a little different.
Yeah, I'm. My character's very confident in herself.
That's good.
Do you love Pred and Angel dynamic as much as Chad does? You guys are so funny.
As much as chat does, is that what the question was?
Do you love Pred and Angel dynamic as much as Chat does?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you know what they're talking about, but
Kyle's character.
yeah, the predator. Yeah, the two characters are like married, quote unquote, together. So yeah, I love the dynamic. I think it's hilarious, like the way the characters like bounce off of each other and like push and pull on each other's desires and like they know how to get into each other's minds and fuck with each other. I think it's hilarious. It's some of the best roleplay I've ever had, and so I love it. It's great.
I wonder if that dynamic will transcend to VR chat.
I mean, some of the VR chat stuff is canon. Like,
Oh yeah.
Pred brought in Angel hanging out with Iron Jew.
Oh yeah.
So canonically in No Pixel, Angel spends her nights in VR with Iron Jew. So
Oh no. Imagine being married and then
Yeah.
hanging out with another man in VR. I wonder how that feels. That sounds like that Black
Yeah.
Mirror episode.
kind of does.
Yeah. That's where the European roleplay. So I don't know. Is that cheating?
Maybe I don't know. Is it?
I don't know when it's virtual. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't answer that. It's a world within a world. It's role playception. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But the quick question was, Kylie going to become a What is that? What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
no, I'm never gonna become a millionaire. Okay.
Oh,
I'm not
millionaire.
that good.
Oh.
Yeah. It's because Pred is super rich and he's always like boasting about how he's like got $2 million and stuff like that. So I'm never gonna be a millionaire.
Okay. What are you looking the most for in the 3.0 no pixel patch?
If I was to say one thing I was looking forward to the most, it is the promise of rules being enforced. That's something I'm super looking forward to. Out of everything, like I don't think the changes are even that big of a deal. I think that's like the biggest cool thing. But like the second next best thing in terms of like actual update would probably be like the financial system, because they're reworking like how taxes work, and I heard there's gonna be like a stock market system, and
nice.
I just really like financial stuff. I'm kind of a big nerd like that, and so I'd love to open up like an accountant character that also does like stock brokering on the side or stuff like that. I don't know, something fun like that. That's probably what I'm looking forward to the most.
Well, that sounds cool. Allows more role play to happen. Because I feel like a lot of people are just
Yeah.
rich and just don't have any money to spend it on. So having like a stock market could like make people more rich
yeah.
or bankrupt, you know?
Absolutely.
I guess we'll take like one or two more questions and then we'll wrap it up here. Opinions on the Veloster N? What Veloster N? What's that?
The Veloster N. Okay, so it's
Veloster
the
N,
best
sorry.
car. If you've never heard about it, okay, it's literally the best car in the entire world. All right, it's got 3 doors. It makes really loud popping noises when you shift it. It's got a twin scroll turbo. It's really cute, and it's got a little trim all over the side of it, and a limited slip electronic differential. It's just the coolest thing ever. It's the best car. And if you've never heard of it, you need to Google it, because it's literally the best. And everyone who owns one is a Chad.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's my opinions.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not really into cars, so to me, it's just 4 wheels and an engine, take you A to B. You know, sometimes you spend $1 million on a car, and sometimes you spend $2,000. Point is, gets you to A to B, right?
It's very true. Gets
Yeah.
you there.
Yeah. What is Kylie's thoughts
Hopefully in
on
one piece.
a Mercedes CL 250 2020? Huh? Look at these car questions.
I mean, the chat just likes to badger me about cars, right? But it's basically a mom car for moms who don't want to admit that they're driving a mom car, but they still want all the essential luxuries of a mom car. That's what it is. And sorry, but I'm saying it. That's all there is to be said.
Ask her, how does one suck pizza?
Do you not know how to suck pizza?
No, explain it to me. How do you suck pizza?
All right, so what you do is you take the pizza and you put it in your hand, right? Like
Yeah,
a normal
yeah.
piece of pizza,
Uh-huh.
right? You grip it, you flip it upside down. So like this is the crust where the top of my hand is.
Yeah.
So like it would be like flopping down, right? Like
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah.
like flopping down like that.
Mm.
And then you just like put the tip in your mouth and you suck the cheese off of it, right?
Mm.
And then you bite the dough off, and then after you suck the cheese and the tomato, you can either spit the dough out or you can eat the dough, and then you go on to the next part of the pizza, and you just keep going until there's nothing left. And that's how you suck a pizza.
I'm going to use that for something else. I think it's called spitting or swallowing, but yeah. Anyway, I saw one other question here. 1 second here. Let's scroll up here. God, I love OVR Toolkit. I wish I was sponsored. Do you always plan to do RP, or do you have a plan if the RP boom ever starts slowing down? I think that's a question for you.
Honestly, I just want to do whatever I enjoy. I think one of the most important things for a streamer is to make content that they enjoy producing and that is fun for people to watch. So if you're not having fun doing what you're doing, then you should probably do something else. So I initially actually killed my channel when I went from my first game to EVE Online, or from EVE Online to GTA 5, because I started as an EVE Online streamer. The first time I streamed, I averaged like 7 viewers, then 30, then 100, and I was on the path to getting partnered. And then I quit because GTA 5 just looked so much more fun. Like, I was gonna get partnered. I was doing really well in EVE Online, but there was like a limit of how high I could go. And so I quit that. I went from averaging like 100 viewers a stream to like 4 to 3, like
Oh,
really no one
shit.
watching my streams. And I did that for months though, because I just loved the roleplay. And then I got a NoPixel, and I still loved to roleplay. It really wasn't about viewers. Like, more people started watching my channel, which is nice. And I just, happened to be in a really good spot when everything took off. And, like everything is, all good things will come to an end. But if it does ever come to an end, I'll just find something else that I really enjoy and put my passion into that. Who knows? Maybe it's VR chat. Maybe it's another game. I don't know. But probably the variety though. Probably a variety of games, so you don't get stuck to one. But yeah, I would just move to another game.
I gotcha. Well, I like to say that it's been a pleasure, talking to you. I want to put the camera on you, and if you want to wrap it up, anything you want to say, closing statements, projects coming up, anything you want to add or say or shout out, it's up to you.
No, I just want to say thank you for inviting me on. I really appreciate it, and I had a good time, so thank you.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming by for this interview. You're always more than welcome to come back for another interview or for the podcast idea where I have not just you, but a bunch of other GTA streamers coming on to talk more about broader subjects about GTA or VR chat and roleplay in general. So I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But hopefully you guys all enjoyed the interview. I know it is an hour, but that's usually what it goes for. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit me up that follow button. I'm just saying. If you want to see the interview tomorrow with Seer, that's going to be happening same time, same bat channel. I think it was, whatever it is, bat time, bat channel, whatever. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Woo! Yeah, clappers going around. I appreciate that. Yeah. You did amazing, Kylie. Amazing job bringing her on, Rebel. Hyper clap. So Iron said. You're going to go on a date with Iron? Teach him the pizza sucking?
I don't know. I'm just talking about... I could show him how to suck a pizza.
Oh,
yeah, I could show him that.
I'm sure he can show you how to suck on things, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about popsicles. Jeez.
Yeah, of course. I knew you were talking about that.
I get you. Anyway, we'll go raid somebody. Do you have any recommendations who we should raid or anything like that?
No recommendations.
All right, we'll raid somebody from the VR chat community. Again, hopefully you guys stick around for tomorrow, another interview. If you haven't already, you can also join my Discord, !Discord. Also, as a reminder, there's currently a fundraiser going on for a person in VR chat. Her name is Chromia. She lost her house, unfortunately, so there's currently a fundraiser. So we put !Chromia in the chat. I think the goal is 20,000 euros, and I think it's already at like 18,000, like in one day. It's kind of crazy, but the VR chat community does come together to help people out. And you have a couple extra bucks, send her away. She'll be really appreciative of that. Anyway, we're going to go raid somebody. And then, by the way, before you go, Kylie will take a photo before you leave.
Awesome.
If you want to